Hi, welcome to my channel. I get the pleasure of being your witchy aunt today. And today I have a special guest star who's going to help us out.
The Gaming Goof.
The Gaming Goof. He's going to be my assistant today. And today what I'm going to share with you is how to use aloe for a burn. Aloe has been used for a very long time for many things about skin. And it's been called the magic wand because it is literally, in many ways, magical. Now, when I used to live on the beach a long time ago, a whole other life ago, I would use these like aloe gels and things. You can see them in the store, but like most stuff that I know now, it's just a replacement for what's in nature. Grow your aloe plant. It's so magical. You like grow this thing and it's a total healer. And I just think it's great. You can also buy a piece of aloe if you live in a metropolitan area. It's in your grocery store. It's in the veggie section and they're like huge. Go get your big, huge piece of aloe. Now what I did first was I cut down the sides to remove the spikes, remove the ribs, okay? And then what I was left with was this piece where we've got two pieces of skin and we've got a big, thick gel in between. Can you see that gel in between there? And then I cut off the top piece of skin and then what we have is the gel. Whoa. Look at all that.
And you think that's cool, watch this.
Now I'm going to remove the gel and this is my technique. This is for a sunburn. So I'm going to show you a couple of different kind of burns today and how I use the aloe. And why do I think aloe is miraculous for burns is because this. If you ever get a bad burn, and then it's like you think, oh, it's over, right? And it's the next day, and no, you're still in like massive pain because bad burn pain can last like up to a week, and it's the worst. Aloe will take away your burn pain within 24 hours.
Oh!
So, to use it on a sunburn, you're going to take out the gel like this.
Let's get ready to use...
If you're working with a child who is a little bit sensory oriented or worried about anything like that, you always go first. So I'm going to put some of this on me so you can see. Watch. Okay, it doesn't hurt.
I never thought it would hurt.
Well, other kids might. Now can I put some on you?
Sure.
Okay, put some here. Okay, and make sure.
Nice.
That's so cool. Make sure that you really cover every part of you that is burnt in a nice covering, not thin, a gloop, okay? And a great thing to do is sit in front of a fan. It cools you. It cools the burn immediately. Aloe cools the burn immediately.
Better just to blow on it.
And if you let it dry, within 24 hours, the pain of your burn will be completely gone. Now, that is for a sunburn. Let's talk about what you do, how you use aloe if you burn your finger on the stove or something like that. So, to do that, I've got some other pieces here. So I'm going to show you the same thing. I'm going to take the rib off all the way down. You only need a piece of aloe that's as big as your burn. You only need a piece of aloe that's going to cover the whole section of your burn. So I took the ribs off, I cut a piece. It's probably too big. A little finger burn is probably a lot smaller. So I cut my piece like this with skin on both the sides and the gel in the middle. I'm going to make an envelope kind of cut where I'm just going to cut the middle, but not all the way through, so that I make this. Can you see that?
It's a heart. I mean, kind of a heart.
Yeah. And now I'm going to put your finger in it, if you'll let me use your finger.
Sure.
So let's say you get a burn here. This is a pretty common place for a burn. and you put the envelope right over the finger like that. And if you can just sit there for a second, I'm going to grab a magical Band-Aid.
Enchanted Band-Aid.
An enchanted Band-Aid, because Band-Aids always make everything better.
Enchanted, I love that word. Enchanted.
Me too. It's a pretty word.
Enchanting.
It's so enchanting.
Ah, clever girl. Clever woman.
Thank you. And thank you. And thank you. And thank you.
And you are welcome.
Okay, so this is the basic dressing here. You see that the entire burn is in touch with the gel, and in 24 hours tomorrow you'll take that off and your burn will be completely, the pain from your burn will be completely gone. Okay, now let's do the third one, because this one's a booger. And the last burn that we actually got here in our household, will you go over there so that I can show them?
Sure.
It was my most challenging dressing that I've ever done, and so that's why I want to share it with you, because it's so challenging. And I want to show you that this doesn't have to be, you know, intimidating.
Sorry, my foot's
It
quite
doesn't
dirty.
have to be perfect. That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be anything except for the magic that's in the aloe. It's going to do it. He was messing with the fire, and do you want to tell the story while
I was doing an order that you gave me.
you were stoking the fire?
I was stoking the fire.
I want to point out something real quick, that this is the kind of tape that I use for dressings. This is a very forgiving tape. It does not pull off skin or hair or anything like that, and so it's very good to use for dressings. Go ahead and you can tell them how you got a burn, a big burn,
Very big.
on the bottom of your foot.
So there I was, being an idiot, barefoot, around the fire, stoking it, and I was just walking around seeing if there was any other places that I should stoke it. And I guess while I was stoking it, I stoked one place, and then that made a rock, a really, really hot rock, fall out of it. And then I just took one step, and it just burnt so bad. It hurt so bad. It was the worst burn I've ever had in my life.
And what a weird place it was. The burn was here. And he was in so much pain that the first thing I did was I got some ice, and I had him hold the ice on there, because ice will take the pain out of a burn immediately. However, once you take the ice off, the pain returns.
I mean, this
okay?
is kind of like ice, depending on how cold this is on my foot right now.
Yes, because the aloe will cool the burn immediately as well. But while you're prepping your aloe, if the burn is bad, you're going to use ice as well. Ice is your helper. Hold the ice on the burn so that the burn pain is gone.
Otherwise, was useful for soccer.
That's right. When you're ready with all your supplies, then you can remove the ice and apply the aloe again so that the pain of the burn is taken out. The aloe will cool the burn on contact. You're going to put your aloe, wrap it. You know, I was really nervous to do this one because it was the bottom of the foot, and I was like, how am I going to do this? And it was such a big burn. All I had to do was just cut a bigger piece of aloe, put it on, and then just wrap it a little bit more. So you can see that I wrapped 2 pieces of tape, and then with this one, I even put a sock over his foot. 24 hours later, the burn pain was completely gone. Now, your blister, if you blister, will still be there. And you'll have to do blister care, which is basically keep it dry and keep it clean. But the pain, the burn pain, will be completely gone. And that is the miracle of aloe, and I have used this time and time again, and it works every time. And it's just this wonderful natural plant. And thank you so much for being my assistant today.
You are very, very, Very welcome.
And so for home healing, for more home healing stuff, if you like home healing stuff, if you like natural stuff, if you like witchy stuff, please check out my channel. Please subscribe.
Make sure to like.
Please leave me any comments on whatever my topic is. So today, I use aloe for burns, and I know how effective it is, so I'm comfortable to tell you that. But maybe, because I've heard other people use aloe for other skin things, especially, and maybe you have something that's a skin thing. Leave that in the comments, because it's so important for us to share our knowledge with each other. I hope you're having a great day, and I will be back again another time to bring you some more home healing natural stuff.
Bye-bye.